Imagine all the features of a premium smartphone, but for a budget price. Is that not what everybody wants? More for less. Well, this is a Huawei P Smart. Let's get into it. So, I know what everybody wants, and that is a cheap smartphone with premium-like features. More everything for everyone is what Huawei are aiming for here with the P Smart. Guys, smartphone look time. Let's get straight in the box. So let's kick it off first with the price of this device, so you guys know how much you're paying before we go into what you're actually paying for. So, you can pick this phone up for £229. However, if you want to pay per month for this, head to Vodafone, you can get it for £17 a month with a £9 upfront cost. Absolute steal for the specs inside of this thing. So for that really insane price, what are you actually getting inside of the box? Well, let's take a look. Turning the box over, you can see that we've got a 5.65-inch full view display, which comes in at 18:9 on the aspect ratio. So really good for viewing video on this thing. And obviously you've got the J series on the market, which only have a 5-inch and 5.2-inch display. So on the back here, we've actually got a dual lens camera system, and inside storage wise, we have 3GB of RAM and 32GB on the storage, but that can be expanded with a micro SD up to 256GB. You've got to love Android. And of course, a fingerprint scanner on this thing. Let's just get straight into the box. So here we are straight away full presented with the phone. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this right up here with the microphone. Oh. Wow, I really thought this phone would actually have a plastic backing around it due to its price tag, but this is actually full metal. It's really nice to hold, good weight to it, really thin. Look how thin that is. Right, so we'll set that phone off to one side just for now and see what else we get in the box. There's a nice little pull tab there, which is going to reveal, well, just up here, our SIM card tool. I'm going to need that. As well as our micro USB charging cable. Unfortunately, no USB-C on this thing, but you shouldn't really expect that for this price. And then we have our charging brick. Hopefully this phone has got some juice in it, so I'll leave that there. And then we have a set of earbuds. I'll test those out in a second. But first, let's get a SIM card installed in this thing. Right, I'm going to quickly run through the setup of this thing, and as soon as I'm into the OS, I'll let you guys know what's going on. So while I'm setting this thing up, guys, I'm going to read you off a few specs about the device, but obviously those will come into fruition when we get into the OS. So the battery on this, we're looking at a 1.8-day runtime with a 3000 milliamp hour battery. So now it's asking me to set up the fingerprint scanner, which, yes, this phone does have a fingerprint scanner on the back center of the device. So I'm going to go ahead and enable that now. Just simple as you would expect, raise and put down your finger until it's scanned. And there we go, we're in. So our Android 8.0 Oreo is running on an octa-core processor, so that should handle Android absolutely fine. And first impressions, yeah, this thing is buttery smooth. So while it's updating all of the stock apps on this thing, let's take a look at the actual hardware itself. So on the right-hand side of the device, as you can see, we have a volume rocker there, which works absolutely fine. And just below that, our lock button. And let's do a fingerprint scanner test real quick. 3, 2, 1, bang. Straight in, absolutely perfect. So on the bottom of the phone, we have a headphone jack. Thank you very much, Huawei. And then we also have our micro USB port, as well as that, a speaker grill. To be fair, I can't remember the last time I actually used my speaker. We've got a Bluetooth speaker video up on the channel if you want to go and check that out, if you want some more sound out of your portable device. So on the top front of the phone, we have our front-facing camera. Next to that, we have our receiver speaker. Speaking of these cameras, the dual camera on the back, let's test these things out. So here is an i7 processor. Let's get up and try and get some detail on this thing with this camera. Jesus, so you've got 13 megapixels on the back and 2 megapixels on the front, but the back camera has a dual lens system, which is blowing the competition out the water. Right, let's quickly give the portrait mode a go. A full review of this phone is coming up very shortly though, where we'll go more in depth on the camera. As far as portrait modes go, it's really not too bad. Right, so I'm going to turn the beauty level off on the front camera so you can see the actual raw camera here. There we go. Zooming in, we've got a fair amount of detail for a front camera. Well, that's going to be perfectly fine for video calling and taking those selfies. Right, let's throw this thing into video mode and test out the back camera. You guys can give us the verdict on this. There we go, we are recording. Jed, say hi.
Hi.
And now the front camera. Obviously, I'm viewing this on the phone screen. Maybe when it's blown up on the computer, it'll look a little bit different, but on the phone screen, it looks absolutely fine. So next up, what a lot of these phone reviewers actually overlook is the 4G capabilities of their devices. So I'm going to go ahead and launch the speed test app and let's see what this thing can pull on a speed test. At the end of the day, everybody is always online on the phones, so they need to have a good 4G receiver in here. 45 on the download and 43 on the upload with a 37 ping. Absolutely fine. So the phone actually comes with a Google Assistant, so let's just check out that she's all working absolutely fine. What's the weather like today?
In Farndon today it'll be cloudy, with a forecast high of 7 and a low of 2 degrees Celsius. Right now it's 6 and partly cloudy.
But my only other gripe with these budget smartphones is that sometimes they lag behind and can't really run the Android operating system. But this one seems to be just really buttery smooth. Like everything you open up on it, there's no lag. It just works like really, really well. And that's something you don't really see from these budget Android phones. The whole operating system is just really buttery smooth. Even opening up the Google Assistant, usually some lag there.
Hi, Alex.
It's absolutely fine. Like there's nothing bad to say about this. For the price, this is an absolute steal. What I am just gonna have to do though is test out these headphones that are included. 9 times out of 10, people go with headphones that they already own, but it's nice just to see what is included in the package. The fact that you have a headphone jack on the phone in the first place is a good thing in 2018 anyway. They're just headphones. They're good, but they're not gonna blow you away. But they're included with the phone for free. Like, at the end of the day, guys, the phone is available from Vodafone from the 1st of February. Android runs absolutely fine. It's got a great camera, decent speakers, really nice 18:9 screen. You literally can't go wrong with this thing, and that is why I'm recommending it to anybody that's out there that wants a budget phone with premium features. My name's Alex. This has been TechFlow. We'll see you in the next one.